Remember in our opening verse, he said, "I am tired of loving a foreign muse." Well, I was happy in those plays, but the American muse has always commanded my greatest fervor. They tell me it isn't fair to talk about your life without covering every facet of it. So, this is a portrait of our daughter Mary. She posed for it in the last year of her life as a surprise for her father and me. My Charlie never rallied from her loss, and he went a few years later. There's only one thing I want to say about that time and nothing more. The tragedies that happen to public figures always seem greater than those that happen to everyone else, I guess because they're more noticeable. But it was only by coming close to the very many people who had suffered the same tragedies in silence and with little fuss that I was able to find my way out of my own suffering and back into the stream of life again. My son James has grown up to be an actor of all things, and now I have 2 grandchildren to grow with, a younger Charlie and Mary. It's a bit wearing to travel all those years at such a clip. They streak by like the countryside past a speeding train, with some snatches sharp on the retina and others blurred. As for today's terrain, well, surely the American landscape is somewhat out of focus. I find it easier to locate myself. I would describe myself as deeply involved on the side of life. Here in Nyack, the house is full of loving memories. The trees that Charlie and I planted are taller than when he left them. And the garden seems to have a lien on my time and my energy and my fingernails. But most of all, there is work. And though I've retired umpteen times, I find it so exhausting I always come back to the theater. Rehearsals leave me bone weary, but my nature demands order, and I find it only in art. The theater offers me form and meaning as life never has. And then, of course, there's always the hope that the next time I will meet the challenge fully and finally satisfy myself. And so I go on. I guess you'd say I have durability. And mine goes on, too, in the durability of the American muse and the American dream. One of my favorite authors, Lillian Smith, wrote, "Only the poet can look beyond the detail at the total picture. Only the poet can feel the courage beyond fear. Only he can grasp the splinters and make a new whole that does not yet exist." What more can I say, except to borrow from one of our great American playwrights and wish for us all a touch of the poet.
This program was made possible by a grant from General Telephone and Electronics and its worldwide family of companies.